an Oreo. And of course the last one is the birthday cake, which I'm quickly learning is something that will make me nauseous in a heartbeat. Alright, so yeah, it's got a colder, less subtle mint to hit you with right out the door. Do I want to finish that? It's already too much sugar in my system. I think I'll set that aside. But yeah, alrighty. So welcome back. It's taking a look at the Oreos, and I guess I'll go right into it because we had a fair number of those. I'll tell you, I don't know how people can consume more than one or two of those without getting sick. They're so sweet. Okay, I'm gonna rank them first of all in order of my personal favorites. Lemon was definitely one of my favorites. It was I rank it about a 7.3 out of a 7.7. I was a little bit of a not sure which one to go with next. I'd say as is, the cinnamon was my second, and it's a 6.8 out of an 8.3. Only because the third place, mint, I gave a 8.1 out of a 9.2. It's good as is, but like I said, my favorite pie is a grasshopper pie, and this is so close that it makes me want to finish it off to make it like a mini grasshopper pie. And so the thing that I like about it is it's almost got everything it needs to be the thing I really want. Next one is red velvet, and I like it because of the complexity of the flavor in it. It's not just sweet or chocolatey or anything like that. It's done well, and it's a more, I guess complex is the only way I can say it. The way it plays on the tongue is not just a straight out hit with a flavor. Next in line comes cupcake, the filled cupcake, because it does the flavor well. I'm not a huge fan of the flavor. I'm giving it a 6.9 out of an 8.7. Next comes peppermint, and that's only because it's sort of like a overkill. I mean, I understand why they did it. It's just it's like a lot of those kinds of things. It's like, well, we've got this flavor and we got to make it all about that. And so it was I gave that a 6.3 out of a 9.1. The pumpkin spice, I'm gonna admit it's probably, it could have something to do with the fact that it's such a sweet flavor already with the cookie, but mine were possibly out of date, so that may have affected the flavor some. But I give it a 5.9 out of an 8.4. I just felt it was like a little bit of flavoring in a really sickly sweet thing that didn't have much of a flavor of its own. Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Oreos. I gave a 6.1 out of a 9.3. Those were disgusting. They were not good. They were too heavily dosed with a heavy sweetness. They don't get the taste for peanut butter cup right, and they don't match a flavor profile that seems like it should go with an Oreo. And of course the last one is the birthday cake, which I'm quickly learning is something that will make me nauseous in a heartbeat. So that gets a ranking that you've seen here before, which is burn it in a fiery pit. Yeah, that was not good. Like I said, I'm not a heavy dessert person, and it's been a long while since the last one you saw was the M&M one, and that was months ago. So I literally have not had any sweets since then, and that was a kick in the face. A lot of these cookies are just a lot of sweet, but I like that they're experimenting with flavors, and if I had my druthers, I'd say I'd be willing to try a few other flavors. I'd like to try a cookie dough. A caramel-filled chocolate cookie Oreo. I think you could make that work really well. I'm not sure though. I don't know how you would do it with the cream. I'm sure you could give it a caramel flavor. No, if you can do a graham cracker Oreo cookie and then fill it with cream with a cheesecake, I'm sure you'd get a lot of people going for that. I'm not sure how you do it, but all of these cakes made me think there's got to be a way to do like a devil's food cake. I'd be curious to see that happen. I'm sure they've probably done it, but a coconut cream. I want to say like a good marzipan or an almond macaroon Oreo would be incredible. Just like the chocolate and like an almond marzipan or something in the middle. That would be amazing. Alright, so those are the ideas for the Oreos. It was interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I had to stop and get some real food in there to settle some of that super sweet. But I like that the companies are experimenting with flavors, and I'd like to see more in the future. I don't know if I'll be able to eat them because it really does destroy me when I do this stuff, but it was interesting. All right.